Did you know that more than half of LVP flooring failures happen within the first 3 years? Most of those are caused by one simple mistake that homeowners don't even realize they're making, and you do not want to be one of them. In this video, you'll learn how to spot low quality LVP before you buy, so your floor doesn't end up cracking or coming apart. You'll know the hidden costs and the installation problems that most flooring companies will never talk about. And if you live in Raleigh, or if you're a homeowner in general, you hear about the 3 biggest mistakes other homeowners make, so you can avoid them and get floors that last. Let me show you what I mean. I've got 2 LVP flooring planks right here. One has a locking system that's rock solid, as you can see here, and when you try to break this locking mechanism, it doesn't break at all. It's super solid. Now the other one here has a very weak locking mechanism, and if we just test it here, with just a little pressure, the locking mechanism breaks right away. Now, not all locking systems are built the same. If that locking mechanism is cheap, you're in from trouble from the start. I see this with clients all the time. Gaps show up, corners start lifting, or the planks start to move and completely separate. And the worst part, most failures and regrets show up within the first year to 4 years after installing your new flooring. That's all because the locking mechanism is too weak. So how do you spot a high quality LVP before you buy it? Look past just a brand name and price tag, and here's a quick checklist. First, check the wear layer. Aim for at least a 20 mil wear layer, which is this product here with the locking mechanism. Then check the overall thickness of the floor. You want to make sure that the LVP is no thinner than 5 millimeters thick. This one with the strong locking mechanism is 6 millimeters thick. Anything below that will only last a few years. However, anything 6 millimeters thick and above will have the strongest locking mechanism. Also, make sure the locking mechanism is called Unilin. If you look at the box or at the product specifications, it should always say Uniclick or Unilin locking mechanism. The drop and lock 4G or 5G locking systems have the majority of the failures. Then, make sure it has a waterproof and scratch resistant benefits. And you can test this by taking a key to the sample to see if it has a good wear layer. If you're in a store, feel the edges of the joints to make sure that you have a strong locking mechanism and it feels firm. And not only that, make sure it's hard to break. If you're shopping online, always check the product details to make sure the specs match what we just went over. And it's not just about the flooring itself. Installation makes a huge difference too. Don't skip acclimation, and make sure you don't skip subfloor preparation steps like grinding and leveling the subfloor. I've seen jobs where companies cut corners by skipping these steps or using the cheapest underlayment just to save a few bucks. And that always comes back to haunt you. Gaps show up, buckling, and sometimes a total failure sooner than you'd ever expect. And if you go with the cheapest installer or the lowest bids, odds are you're getting a cheap product, a rush job, and a low quality installation. That's the most common regret I hear from local owners. Hidden costs are another thing flooring stores rarely tell you about upfront. Most quotes don't include subfloor preparation like grinding or leveling. They don't include transitions or detailed labor costs like moving furniture, removing reinstalling toilets, and moving the appliances. And don't get surprised on your final bill. Always ask what's included and get it in writing. Check that the warranty is clear, and never buy from a company that doesn't talk about the installation process. The installation is the most important part of every project. A good warranty gives customers peace of mind knowing that if anything goes wrong, the company has a responsibility to come back and fix the problem. Now let me give you 2 real stories. One homeowner here in Raleigh picked the cheapest installer and the thinnest LVP on the shelf, like this one here, has a very weak locking mechanism, right? And by the end of the year, joints around the kitchen were snapping, the entire planks were coming loose just because of the thin product. On the other hand, I've had clients who invested in a tough LVP floor like this one with a strong locking mechanism and a thick wear layer, a thick product overall, and they made sure that the installer did every step right, from proper acclimation to doing the right prep work, and their floors are looking great years later. So look for these specs when you're buying LVP flooring. A good LVP flooring should be waterproof, scratch resistant, at least 5 millimeters thick with a 20 mil wear layer, and a strong uni-click or unilin locking mechanism. If you feel more confident about what to look for in LVP flooring, now your next step is figuring out exactly what it should cost, so you can budget and never get overcharged. Go watch my video, How Much Does LVP Flooring Cost? It shows you the real numbers and the questions that protect your wallet and your peace of mind before you pull the trigger.